Hello guys, Buttonator88 here, and I am back in with some Ostriv. I don't know, it's a game. Oh dear, that's badly said. But anyway. Yes, I'm back with some Strive. I really don't know. Anyway, so from what I remember, obviously we got the church. We got a chicken coop in. We sorted out some trading post items. Pretty sure we got our stone mining camp sorted out. And obviously got quite a few more people, so obviously we're now mining the stone and the limestone. And yes, obviously we have farms, we're getting hemp in. We should hopefully be... Oh no, we're not. Didn't I put in a clothing place? No! Okay, I need to put a clothing place in. So, believe it or not, today we're obviously going to get a clothing place in to make some... there we go, a tailor workshop. So we can actually get some clothes made, because I thought I already had the clothing place in and I didn't. And I didn't realise that. So I'm going to put it about there. And today we're going to try and work on getting some animals sorted out and hopefully getting enough in. So obviously when it comes to animals, chickens are considered adults after 6 months. When it comes to the cows, it's a year. I think it'll be the same for the sheep as well, and pigs and horses. Now obviously cows you can turn into ox, but they don't go into these farms until they're a year old. Now I'm not exactly sure what the age limit is for the animals, on any of them, but obviously I still need to get chickens in at some point, and obviously I'm going to let it max out, so when they get more than enough it will kill the ones it needs to. But the one thing I want to get today is a cow shed in, so hopefully we can get some cows in. Which we'll place there. I'll also put in a water well nearby, because the closer the water well is for the cow shed, means the cows will get more water quicker. So obviously quite a lot of these places need their wood chopped down for them to be processed. Hopefully now, obviously this year we should hopefully get abundance of apples in, hopefully, or at least start to. Now obviously while all of this is getting built, I need to start getting my quicklime being sorted out, so it's sorted for later on. So obviously we're going to need to get, to produce quicklime, produces quicklime from limestone and charcoal. Well, we've got plenty of charcoal coming in, but obviously we're only now getting the limestone in. So I want to try and make good use of this as much as I can and as soon as possible. So I'm going to put it there, so the limestone doesn't have too far to go to get into there. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So obviously once we have the quicklime done, we're going to need to get lime. So obviously to make lime we need quicklime and water. Well, technically putting this pretty close to where this is all being processed is probably going to be the best option. I'm going to need a slight gap in the build, I think, or should I not? You know what, I won't. We'll walk around for it. So limestone into the lime kiln, into the lime works. A bit stupid, but at least it's working right. So chickens, let's go for 20. Deal. We have a farm, might as well use it. Right, do I have any horseshoes? No. Do we have any buckwheat in the storage? No. Any of the flour? Not a lot. Any of the eggs? We ain't got any chickens. Any salt? We haven't got any salt. We haven't got anything. And I don't really need to buy anything. I could get 2 horses in, but I don't have stables, and I don't actually have anything for them. So, it's just the chickens, so then we can start getting our chicken farm going. Oh dear, right, so what we're making at the minute, we are making the tailor's workshop, so we can start producing clothes. Obviously we've got nothing for warm clothes, so we'll just make normal clothing. So we can just get stored up, which will be awesome. Hopefully, at least we won't have people leave us because we don't have normal clothing. Thankfully. It's just warm clothing and shoes. This is why we're working on animals today, guys. Well, not just animals, we're obviously working on getting some limestone sorted out into quick lime and salt. Not salt, lime. Now, surprisingly enough, when it comes to the salt work, it produces salt from underground brine deposits. There's no actual brine deposits. It is literally just anywhere. So that's one good thing. Now, obviously, for the salt works, you need to have either horses or ox to have the machine inside working. Obviously, the people will feed up the animals to keep them alive, which is a bonus. I know most people, when they get this game going, they actually start having an area for one thing and another area for another, and so on and so on. But at the minute, this is how I'm going to have it all laid out. I will move things around a bit more later on, when obviously I expand enough. Let's forget that far in the series for this game anyway. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. Right, so we've got everyone on speed 3, so everything will be working. And we have 3 open vacancies, but no people look for work. Okay, so we export a bit out, import some in. A bit less than what we usually have. So, it's not bad. We've only made a 60, we're only made a 60 from what we're selling. Obviously, we now have chickens, so we can get some chickens hatching, getting our livestock up. Yay! Finally getting the cow shed going. Awesome. The sooner the cow shed's up and running, the better, because it's going to save us a lot of time. Come on, cow shed. That's going to take a bit of time to do. Obviously, they've still got to cut down the 5 trees before they do any work for it, so they'll be throwing everything in ready. So they've got all the resources here. So now we're going to work on the next one, which will be... Yeah, we're going to be working on the next one till the... Yeah, till the wood's removed, they're working on each next item. So now that it's still got 5 trees, well, technically 1 log and 4 trees, they'll be working on the lime kiln, which is a bit weird. At least the stone isn't too far. The only thing that will take them a bit of time to get down is charcoal, because obviously when they get the lime kiln working, we'll gather charcoal by layers of 3,000 and limestone by layers of 5,000, and they start to burn the layers off. I think it goes, was it limestone, charcoal, limestone, charcoal, the limestone, so you get 3 layers. In total, there are 3 layers of each. Okay, so it's charcoal, limestone, charcoal, limestone, charcoal, limestone. Okay. So yeah, it takes a bit of time to get this working, but when it's done, you get quite a bit. And obviously, you need to make sure you got enough workers here, but obviously, you can't select workers for it. It's excess labour. So we can't get the cows in because we've got nowhere for them to go because we've got no farm. I do have the fields, which they could go into, but no actual shed ready. So I can't buy the cows. Come on. Now, obviously, we are getting some clothing made. Yay, got some. Got 60. Yeah, we've got 60 altogether, which is really good. I'm happy with that. And it's still taking a bit of time. There we go. Come on, workers, get to work with it. It's very interesting how much work they actually have to put into making this actually work, though. Because then there's a big gap there, which does nothing. Unless it's for the... Oh, maybe it's the end work, so they plug it in. And look at all the labourers for that, so this should fill up pretty quick then. So I guess once it's all cooked off and burnt, it goes down into here. Gets sorted out, okay. Interesting. And of course, they're now working on the lime works. And they need clothing. Okay, so do I have a market selling clothes? I don't know. I do now. Ah, you want to buy clothes or some over there? You can't complain about clothing. There's some over here. I've got a person working the shops. I don't have anyone over here at the minute. I don't know any apples being collected yet. Come on, apples. Should be getting some apples this year collected and harvested. Yay. Again, the line works in working order. I'm actually surprised they actually already got all the coal in and already working on the lime. What do they have for sale? Ooh. See, now if I had the smelter, I'd get that in. Because look at that. Just for 2,000 it would cost that much. And yet, it costs that much just for the actual ore. And you know what? Buy that in while I can. Let's see. Got that much? Awesome. And I'll sell them that much. Charcoal, seems we have that in stock. Already at the store. We already have 8,000 in. So I'll take that out. Awesome. Right, so warehouse. What do I have here? Well, let's see. Iron ore. Do I have iron ore? Awesome. Let's put that to 2,000, so that will be storing it. At least it can be used up later on. Now, obviously down here I technically would need a warehouse. Wrong one. But I'm not going to be producing over here. I'll be producing stuff more over this side of the map somewhere, I guess. Let's see. Let me wrap it around that way. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll get this salt and the limestones stored there, which will help me a lot easier later on if I need it to. Again, it's only if it gets stored over there. It's not necessarily going to, but it could do. Right, so why are you not getting clothes? Is it because the clothing have already been sold? They already have. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it does have 30 in there, so come on, clothing. Go. Come on. Don't want to lose that family. That family's been here for a long time. Yay, getting some stock in. Moving out because I couldn't buy enough clothes. God. Typical. I don't know. See, I had the clothing in. And then they decided to vacate. Sorry, fault. Like I said, I did have clothing over here. Not loading, but I did have clothing in. It's a shame. Okay, come on. Do I have any workers working? Come on. See, at least with the limestone, they ain't got too far to go for it. Ooh, don't even have any in. It's all the way down here, that's the reason why. Yay, cowshed. Awesome. Right, use follow. Whatever it is. So probably use the nearest one, which will be that one. Well, out of them three, it'll be one of them three. So I'd have to have a farm over this side to use one of these three a bit easier. That's what I'm hoping. At least we've got one farmer there getting all their water in and all the food that they'll need. Technically, it would be a bit more ideal to have these bale hays up here, but I hadn't really planned where my farm was going to be. So for the part it was at, it would be fine. So what do they have here? They do have cows on sale. Okay, we'll get one bull for the 10 cows. Because obviously you need one bull for every... Well, you need at least one bull for the cows. So, could I get ox? I could get 2 in. Do I need them? Technically get 4 in, couldn't I? It's a bit too much. So I'm going to go 0. But we'll get them in. To start with, right, how much coal? I've got quite a lot of charcoal. Yeah, I'll wait till I can sell more of them. Buckwheat, no. Wheat, no. Clothing, obviously not, because we haven't got a load of clothes in. No textiles. But there's hemp. And there is textile in there. There is. There's textile there, see? Now he's getting the amount he needs. And obviously there's the hemp to make the textile. Jeez. They're taking quite a bit of time this year. But yes, we've got the lime kiln working. We have the lime stone works made and ready, but unfortunately we need this kiln to be filled and producing. So until this is done, this is not operational. Without not operational, there's no point using it just for the minute. Again, that's at the moment, guys. Until it has actually got enough in there, we can't use lime. Now, obviously, as you know, we've got some stone in. And obviously we've got some iron ore. So I could put in, down here, just for fun, I could put in some ironworks, but I wished I could just even this out more. Uneven terrain, seeing that's the best I'm going to get for that. So at least now this will produce iron. Obviously I need to get the iron ore in, but that's it. Keep in mind that the smeltery dam will obstruct movement of trade and fishing boats, so be careful planning. Yeah. Now lucky with this waterway, there's actually another way around, so I'm not blocking anything off. Saying that, even a bridge, if it's too low, will block off boats going through it as well. So I'm not too worried. Now if I was going to do trading, chain post would probably be best on this side anyway. Now obviously when it comes to a smelter, it does not work when the lakes are frozen or during winter times, so again I don't really need to worry about that. And do I have any ore? I have plenty of ore, not enough coal though. Oh, I should say charcoal. Yeah, see. Even though I put it close, still not getting enough wood. Wow, saying that, that's close to that, but it's close to get in there. It takes a bit of time. So I don't think I'm going to get it all fully done this year, this lot. Do I need nails for that as well. And how many more nails do I need for that side? 35. Again, they're moaning about a variety of food. I don't really have a lot. But we do have some wheat yet again. That'll produce. Stores will fill up and then they'll be selling. Still got some clothes in, potatoes and firewood. Now, do I have my eggs being gathered up yet? Let's see. Getting some eggs in, no chicken meat. So, I can now activate that farmer. I say farmer, I mean market. And I think that's the only markets I need active at the minute, isn't it? Yes, because there isn't any of us. Right, farm. Now, I'm going to put a few of these on protection. Now, when you're... keep that on as well. So when your cow shed overfills, so when it hits 20, if I have a slaughterhouse, they'll kill the excess animals off, which I'm going to have to build a slaughterhouse so we can actually get these animals destroyed. Now, it will use up the oldest animals first, so I need to be more careful about having a few protected. Now, I'm not sure what the oldest animal can be for this map, so that's why I'm being a bit more careful about it. So I need to put in over here. I'm going to put a slaughterhouse just there. So that means I can put the beef in that. Hey, we've got some apples now coming in as well. That's good news. Market is open. Now I could get in the extra bit of cattle that I'll need, but there's no point. No, I should be fine. There's nothing else I need. Chickens are going to be producing eggs. We have currently 20 chickens, or 20 livestock, and we have 30 hatchlings. Obviously, they'll go down as the others go up. So obviously, when I hit 30, they'll start killing off the oldest chickens. And obviously, that's why I've got the max on hatchlings up to 30, because when they're hatching, they're just going to recycle through the ages. Luckily, with chickens, you don't need to have a rooster, because chickens will just produce anyway. Thank goodness. I know some games you actually need a rooster with the chickens, or hens. So, yeah. Luckily, we're getting milk all the time, which is a bonus. Right, so there's no point using that just yet, when there isn't enough of this in. When active, labourers will gather charcoal. Yeah, when active. It is active. In total, there are 3 layers of each. Yeah, see, it doesn't say if there's an easy way. Now, I could technically have that working, but they don't go out together. The stuff for this. Technically, it would help. But. Or even if these weren't like, oh, okay, you got that, we'll throw it in there. It doesn't happen like that, though. Sadly. Metal parts. We'll have a metal part. Not that it's been stored up. So, put metal parts to a max of 100. It's just so it gets used up. At least we've got some charcoal now. Oh wow, we had some charcoal. I should reframe that. Had charcoal. And then I'll start to make more charcoal at some point. They will. Slight problem with not having enough charcoal for this map. Dang it. At least we got the cow shed in. We got chickens being produced. We do have clothing being produced. And we do have some ore, which will be very useful when we finally get our smelter built. Do we have enough materials in yet? No. Will they probably build it by December time? Possibly. We'll soon find out. Hopefully they'll get it done. Now sadly the walkways won't be unfilled. But they will sort themselves out for the walkway anyway. Which they have been doing. At least you get to see the pathways they've been using quite a lot of. And of course that tree is now in, which is now protected. See, protect or remove. Give forestry has to chop this tree down. No. But at least with the gazebo it has a lot of space for people to sit and if needs be enjoy the scenery and eat whatever they like. Not that I've made it any nicer, but hey ho. You get to see the marketplace. Except the apples, buckwheat, flour and the eggs. Exactly the same order, as long as you've got them in stock, they'll be on the set. Same for clothing. Would be firewood, potatoes and meat. It's kind of interesting how they have it though. What we have here. Firewood, potatoes, flour, buckwheat. They're doing really well actually. You know, technically everyone walks straight through the marketplace for it. Makes no sense. Would have thought they would have walked around a bit more for it, but and we're now getting into December. It's cold outside. No. Oh well, we didn't get the smelter done in time for this year's. Maybe it'll be done by March time in the game. Got a few people looking for work, which isn't bad. Still pretty good though. So yeah, this gives you a vague idea of exactly how many people are looking for work. But again, we're still waiting for them names. Come on, get this lot done. See, I could buy the charcoal. There's no point in me buying the charcoal. I can easily make it and sell it, but I need everything else to be in stock for me to sell. Ooh. I do have enough potatoes to sell to them, so export them potatoes out. So now, I'm pretty sure we don't make that. Now probably the actual homes everyone has. We don't even make that. With the homes again. But at least everyone has a huge variety of stock they get with their own gardens, which is a good thing. At least I don't have them complaining going, we haven't got a huge variety of foods. That's not my fault. At least we do have some apples. Oh, we've got some chickens in now. That's good. We're getting some meat sold. And hopefully, because we've got enough for these, we can start getting some animals in. Oh, when it gets to next year. Oh. Also, you can make an own pasture for each, like these fields. Just from the cow shed, the sheep, I think the pigs as well. And they'll use up a field themselves. But it's easy just to use a farming field. Well, in my eyes, it's a lot easier. So obviously for every cart you'll see, just take 1,000, it's give me 80 for each. So the last 1,000 that goes, we'll make it up to that I've exported enough. Now if you don't have enough in your thing, and it's not done within a certain time limit, it says there wasn't anything there, you don't get the money for it, sadly. It has happened though to me a few times. Right, so here we're going to be putting, what is it, it's lime, technically quick lime I don't need over here. I'll put salt in here. I'll put the cowhide in here. And what else should I put in here? Maybe the leather? You know what? Might be a good idea. I'll go for, I'll put for 2,000 of each anyway. Because I've got nothing being produced over down by the quick line, there's no point me actually doing anything. Because now it needs to gather charcoal. We've got through the first layer. Now it's the second layer game when you finally do it. Could I sell eggs? Yeah, it's not really great on a profit. Again, I could get stuff in, but there's no point, so I'm not going to. They're still waiting for nails. God dang it. And the slaughterhouse will be waiting for nails as well. It's got the clay work there. It's just everything's waiting for the charcoal. When the charcoal's there, everything else will be there. Without the charcoal, I can't get anything done. This is why everything's been a bit slow today. Dang it, the game. Give me what I need. Even if they turned around and went, oh, anyone in the forestry, gonna cut, it's gonna move it over. Obviously, if there's no firewood, which is kind of nice, you get quite a lot of actual firewood from it. So they should move over pretty fine and quickly, I'm hoping. Which they are, which is awesome. So this one will start getting produced. Come on, a bit more. Come on, more firewood, just a bit more firewood. Pretty sure it's a little bit more. Come on. Come on. It's got 3 labourers for that. 4 labourers. Down to 3. Come on. How much charcoal do? How much fire? Wow. That's still not enough firewood. Wow. How much firewood was in? Is it like 1,000 firewood for this? Jeez. Again, it's out of firewood. Waiting on 1 log. 1 log's now turned into enough firewood. Might need more people on the forestry work then by the looks of this. Right. Okay, so it's a good 1,000 wood. Wow. At least you don't need clay to make the thing to burn it all. That's a bonus. At least that's getting done pretty easily and pretty nicely. So apart from we're having to wait for, this is why I say at least try and have 3. If you want more, it's up to you guys when it comes to that. But yeah, you're always going to be waiting for the charcoal. At least then, well, but then again, waiting for the charcoal means you're still going to be waiting for the quick lime anyway from the lime kiln. So everything works with itself from the lesser stages, sadly. But at least we've got some things moving and grooving. I'm surprised they haven't started trying to put some of this stuff in. Apart from the clay, which they seem to have. They haven't really done much building work, have they? Nope. Interesting. No, they've put enough wood in there, so they could at least get that done. Come on, game. Oh well. But, yes, at least we're now... I'll let it get into the March time, and I'll end the episode there. Now, in today's episode, guys, I didn't really do a ton of work, build-wise, because obviously we've been a bit restricted with nails. So what I'm going to let the game do is I'm going to let it process being on this many days for another year or two, just so I can get a bit of stock up. So we'll have some more chicken eggs and chickens and maybe some even more cattle. As you see, they're now in the field. Yay! Little cows. So they'll start producing some cattle this year as well. So yeah, guys, anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please do hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I'll be back with some more Ostriv, Ostrich. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you've had fun, and I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye for now, enjoy the rest of your day.